Okay, well, my plan to have Club 420 entertain all of you doesn't work when Club 420 is dead as fuck. Okay, let's get to um the gotcha scene here. So, what's up? What's up? Oh, my character is hidden on the gotcha scene for some reason. I have not figured out how to get sound in background yet. I figured out how to do it in P3R, but the problem is that it requires a tool that anti-cheat will pick up. So I don't want to do it in this game and have anti-cheat pick it up and get banned, just for sound when inactive. I'll deal with it, but I am going to be suggesting, first chance I get, that they add a sound when inactive option, because it's crazy that none of their games have it. Um, so what's up? I'm 54. Um, Even people keep asking me how did I do it. The answer is that I'm a whale. Two, I spent every coffee mate I've gotten. So don't do that, would be my recommendation. Before people ask if it's a good idea, it's not. It was not worth it, to be honest with you. I want to get to 60 so that I can farm cards. But I think I'm going to chill out once I get to 55. Because at 55, I get 16 coffee. Let's do this while I yap. And that's going to be perfect. Oh, I have to use the story party for this, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay. How are my personas looking? We're main Ryuji, and then we'll bring Hellbiker. That sounds good. So, I kind of wanted to go over what you're gonna need. Oh. Or not really what you're gonna need, but more like my tips. And my tips are, number one is shit dries up after 40. Um, like hardcore dries up after 40. I have been running out of Konpaku gems like mad, and I'm not even raising everyone anymore. So my first piece of advice is to pump the brakes on spending resources and only really focus on the main characters. And even saying main characters is bad because Arai's not that good. My advice would be to raise Lufel, raise let's see who else. Lufel, Anne, if you get her. Lufel, Anne, and Key, who is a 4-star, make a very free-to-play accessible team because it's a free character, a 4-star, and a standard banner 5-star. And it's a really good fire team. It's my second team right now. And it's just really good. They've been doing work in Nightmare Gateway. I guess I should flex Nightmare Gateway stats. To like prove that I understand what I'm talking about. And honestly, I've only started to put some of this stuff together recently. So I really shouldn't have gone into this area when I wanted to talk about this stuff. It's okay, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. Sorry, the new event got new stuff in it, so I wanted to do the event stuff. I've been really excited to get more of Kamoshida's Palace. This game hit at like the perfect time. Because I've played Persona 5 Royal a lot, but I had not played it in a couple years. So it was a perfect time for me to like revisit the Personas franchise and be like, oh yeah, I love Persona. Um, I bought Persona 5 Royal and all the DLC. Well, okay, not all the DLC, because I didn't buy the P4 and P5 cosmetic stuff, because, like, why do I care? I'm the type of person who buys the P3 cosmetic stuff. So, I don't give a fuck when it's already P3. So, I'm going to do a P3R playthrough on the channel. A couple people, my wife included, the person who bought me the games included, asked me to stream it so that they could watch it. So I did play it a little bit just to see, but then I was like, okay, how this went down. I started getting the vibe as I was playing it that, you know what, I really want to stream this playthrough of P3 actually. And then I talked to my wife and the person who bought it for me, and they were like, yeah, actually, we'd both like to watch it. And so I closed it and quit it. So I got to like when Akihiko goes outside for the first night. So it's like before Minato has his protagonist, his persona even. Um, so I did not get very far at all, and I'll restart for the stream because that's less than an hour worth of gameplay. Oh, it's not a treasure I break. Well, right. Nuh-uh. I'm not. Oh, wait, what? How did I get turned around that easily? I thought that was like the back way and they were having me go backwards. Weird. Are these barrels? They are. Okay. You have to keep your eye out for treasures in these. Kenpaku gems literally matter so much. It's the Mora of this game. So, always pick up Kenpaku gems when you get the ability to. No! No! The vase next to me! Okay. It'll be fine. Okay. This game also, this mode, this event also has, you can see in the top right there, there's a progress tracker. So, you want to make sure to get everything in them. Is there an enemy? Oh. This is the stealth tutorial in original Persona 5. So yeah, I still haven't figured out what I think exactly is going on here. What I think we're doing is that this is an alternate timeline or alternate universe, kind of like multiverse kind of thing. And what is happening is that X, for some reason, is bleeding into all of the timelines of the other games, which is why we're going to start seeing like P4 and P3 stuff as well, because no spoilers, but since this game did come out in China first and they're pretty far ahead of us, they're in their first anniversary-ish now. They're past it a little ways. Since we're at that point with this game, we have a lot of information from Chinese servers, and one of the things we do know is that Minato comes out. I'm not going to call him his other name. This is my Ren Amiyamiya, by the way. I don't even... Amamiya? Amamiya? I don't even know what the name is, because I just call him Joker. But Makoto Yuki is the name I will never call him. He is Minato Arisato, and you can die mad. But also, like, I don't care at all. If you want to call him Makoto Yuki, I know who you're talking about. Now, I will say, the Makoto Yuki thing has more of an argument now for being dumb, because we have a character from Persona 5 named Makoto, and it genuinely does cause confusion when people call him Makoto. Especially in P5X. It genuinely does cause confusion. So, you know, there's a little bit more of an argument for his name actually being Minato than there is for necessarily Ren. Personally, and this is going to be a personal thing, I think that while Kurusu, is that how you would pronounce it, does fit like the Karasu thing that they do with, you know, Akechi, right? I think it does fit. I think it's a little cringe. Cringe isn't the right word. I think it's a little like, oh, I see what you did there, you know? Like, ah, look at me. I'm writing. I'm writing things, you know? It's like, yeah, okay. I get it, buddy. I knew it. I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna wrap back around to this. I must have missed the way over to it. I don't think I can go through this door because it's got the thing on it. And there's no... Yeah, okay. Again, I want to make sure I 100% every event area. Sorry, I really should not have come in here. There's 4 event stages that unlock today. And I've been looking forward to them, because I really enjoy the way this game is doing its palaces, where it's the same kind of message and the same kind of, like, themes, but it's an entirely different, how would you say, style, reasoning, substance. I talked about this a little bit, like, Kamoshida is king of everyone around him, right? And everyone obeys him. Versus the Subway Slammer is a man who has lost all of his power and is mad about it. You know, he's become a misogynist because he's had this fall from grace and no one cares about him anymore. It's a very interesting look at how misogyny can affect men in different ways, in my opinion. You know, how it can be... I don't even think misogynist is right, but how men can develop into misogynists because of the products of their life. And if I did stream the ending of Palace 1, and if you saw that ending, I really enjoyed it. I actually really think that they did a lot of good payoff for the villain, which was one of the problems with Persona 5 Royal. Like there was a very good explanation of how he became the monster he was, and why that monster is no longer a good person, or was never a good person. I shouldn't say no longer. Um, so it's really interesting. It's an interesting exploration into the same thing, but a completely different way for it to happen. Right? It really, and the second palace is the same way. It really underscores how they write with themes and not with characters, right? Um, is I can't wait for the ending of the second palace. Chinese server, people have figured out the timeline if we follow the Chinese server perfectly. July 9th should be when we get the other boss. That said, nobody knows for sure. I missed a treasure, I think, if this is the end. Training Hall of Love Key. So, sometime next week, we should get the ending of the second palace, if we follow Chinese servers. And we should get... we should get the new banners as well, which there's a new standard character coming, which is Minami, the only character in this game and the only story that has made me cry so far. So I will be getting her. I'm going to wait on her weapon, but I am going to put it in my rotation. Since it's a standard weapon, it'll be there forever. And then I'm going to pull for Yui's weapon, who is the limited character that's coming out. And Yui is the Hatsune Miku clone that you play Farmville with. She's an electric assassin, which is a single target DPS. So I'm very excited to use her with Arai and with some of the supportive electric personas that Wonder has. I think the thing that... Damn, I didn't find the last treasure. Fuck. Okay. Alright, let's go and yap a bit instead of doing this. I'll get 100% on the missions later. So first we have Soul Rush, which I want to get my coffee. So let's talk about thieves. So, first question. Who is the best? Who are the good 4-star Phantom Thieves you should be investing in? Moko? And, by the way, Moko needs this set. The power set. Do not give her the second recommended set. I had her on Prosperity for a long time. I switched her over to Power last night, and Joker's damage and my score in Nightmare Campagna went up 700k. So, keep her on Power Harmony. Don't put her on the other set. Her buff is based off her own attack. Same thing for Tomiyami. She wants the power set for 5 stacks of attack because her buff is based off her own attack. Tomiyama is one of the best characters in the game. Certainly the best navigator, but she doesn't have much competition. I will say, Miyu, I got her major card recently. The Faith card, which is a 21% defense buff total. She got much better once she got this. I still don't think she's better than Tomiyama, but this major card did do a lot for her ability to be defensively useful, in my opinion. So I do think that she does need that card, but if you can get it for her, she's much better than I think people are giving her credit for. She just doesn't add any damage, and that's the problem. It's a damage race game, right? So Key is going to be one of my best 4-stars in the game. As far as deciding a best one, it really depends on what you need to do with them, who is best for the situation. The thing about Key is that he's just so... He's good for mono-fire situations, and that's what's really good right now, because we have Anne and Lufel. So, maybe falls off in the long term, possibly. Maybe don't invest, like, super fully into him, but even doing, you know... even this set that I have on him, which is garbage, he's doing insane work. Anne's fantastic. The other part that's great about Anne is that she can use Harmony and Power, because she's a sub DPS. So when we do get a really, really good fire DPS, Mm, mm, Sorry, I had to answer a message there really quick. Okay, so Harmony and Power. Harmony and Power is really good. So Harmony increases the damage of allies with the same main attribute by 10%. So if it's on Anne, she is fire, so she's increasing all fire damage units by 10%. The other character that uses Harmony and Power is Yao Ling. Uh, you use Harmony and Power to increase Joker's damage by 10%. Really quick, even though Yao Ling is a 5-star, Yao Ling is really, really good. She's a debuffer and defense shredder based on her own speed, which means she always goes first and it's always up. So if you have Yao Ling, really invest in her. I think she's going to be one of those characters that is good no matter what. Well, let me read her again before I actually say that. Is this one right? No, it's this one, right? Yeah. So the reason that I think she's going to be good is that she just does blanket increased damage taken. It's not based on an element. So even in comps where she's not needed for curse, she can still defense shred up to 27.8%. Okay. Joker obviously needs no introduction. My build's trash, and he doesn't have a fourth card, and he's still destroying everything. His knife does make a big difference. I actually had not realized how big of a difference his knife was going to make. Hold on. Okay. Um, so characters, other character that you need to raise is Shun, for sure. Lufel's also great. Lufel's also amazing. But Shun, one of probably the best character in the game. Probably the best 4-star in the game. I feel like there's some competition for Shun, for sure. But the fact that he's not as raised as he is, and I still use him like this, like look at his weapon, it's like 30. And I still use him because he's insane. Um, Shun is by far the #1 free-to-play friendly character that you should be raising. He's also a story character, which means that you will get him for free before Palace 2 ends. So just really, really work on Shun if you don't hate him, you know? Leon's also very good. I think Leon will go crazier as we get more nuke DPS. He's very good as it stands. It's just kind of... I don't know. I feel like there's not much else to do with him other than attack buff at the moment. If we could get, like, the nuke buff in there with, like, some nuke personas, which we do get a nuke persona at 60, a nuke healer, which may be the beginning of this. But I just feel like right now he's not doing at... I have to be very careful about how I word this because he is going crazy for a lot of people and mine's not very built. Um, I think he's going to get better as time goes on, is how I should phrase it, I think. Other characters, Arai. Arai is, from what I have heard, really, really investment heavy. You really need to invest in her to make her good. But if you do, she's one of the best characters, which is okay with me. I'm definitely going to invest in her. Let's go on to my next tip while we are here, because this is actually a good time to do it. So, in the palace, actually, I want to check the Path of Abi, whatever. I can't pronounce that. There is a daily limit to how much EXP you can get from Wandering Shadows. This is 10,000 EXP. So, you may be like, that doesn't seem like a lot, which you shouldn't be, because that is a lot. even at let's do Leon, I think, right? No, I did it already. Let's do Key. Okay. Let's just I think Lufel, right? Lufel should be perfect. Yeah, okay, 60 EXP. So keep this in mind. We'll use Lufel as our benchmark. We're just gonna go cap daily XP, and then we'll come back to Lufel and look at how much he has. Now keep in mind, 17,804. So he's gonna get over half this level at 55 in one day just from insta-killing Wandering Shadows. I just, let that sink in, Like, I had really, really under-respected how, coming from Hoyo games where mob EXP doesn't mean shit, I had really, really underestimated how important mob XP was going to be. Okay, also this XP is garbage. Yeah, okay, we're going to the palace. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to check because I haven't come down here and look yet, but the top floor of the palace is much more efficient, for sure, in terms of XP. So that would be Castle Keep Summit. I like to start over here because there's a lot of enemies in this area. Okay. So 500 EXP per, you get a Persona, and you get Soul Gems. Which are Kompaku Gems. I don't know why they're called Soul Gems. So it's not always 500. Sometimes it's 350, sometimes, or 377. Sometimes it's 250-ish. It just depends on what shadows you get. But it's an overall total, I believe, from what I've noticed from my observations. So it doesn't matter. I can't beat that fight yet. It doesn't matter what wandering shadows you run into. And you're insta-killing them, right? So it's just walk around here. It really takes, like, 10 minutes, maybe. In fact, getting down from here is the worst part. Thank you. Probably shouldn't even come this way, because I've got, like, one character. There's, like, 2 fights over here. So... And these all respawn daily. These are respawning fights. So you will be able to just do this over and over every single day. It's how I've been leveling my characters now that I've run out of Kompaku Gems. Because honestly, for me, it's the Kompaku Gem savings. Like, not only am I getting Kompaku Gems daily, I'm also saving the Kompaku Gems used to level my characters. So this is how I'm going to be leveling characters from now on, and how I think we should have been leveling them as I played through, just to conserve resources, like cap them at 35, for example, and then let Wandering Shadow EXP bring them up to 40. But it's fine, I only missed a couple days worth of this experience before I realized that I could do it, so I'm still making good value. There's, especially with gacha games, there's this, like, tendency to, oh, I did one thing inefficiently, I'm going to give up now. Where it's like, no, just adjust your behavior and become efficient in this new method you've learned, and you'll be fine. Especially this soon into launch. Like, I don't think we've even been a week out yet. So, we'll see. We will see. Looks like he substituted one. Alright. See? I mean, it's really fast. It is really, really fast. You just keep running around until you cap out on EXP, basically. I can't do that fight yet. We're definitely... I think if I get better builds, I can do the elite fights that are really, really hard. I think I was under... I was not paying enough attention to my builds because I assumed that major cards would drop once I got to 60. I have learned that's not the case. That's not how they work. They only come from the Campagno shop. So we're going to have to... I'm going to have to adjust my strategy a bit. The reason you want to wait until 60 is because I assume you get double card drops, like in Hoyo. So I'm still debating if I think it's worth farming like intro sets, like I usually do in Hoyo games, before I get to the doubles. I think I'm going to do a little bit of it, but I don't think I'm going to do a lot. And also, there's a double resources event right now, which I really want to get into. Alright, that's maxed. That's maxed. Cool. So, now, let's just, for the sake of a demonstration, who are we looking at? Lufel? Huh? Oh, don't tell me I just did that with... I just wasted 10,000 XP. Okay. So, lesson learned. Be sure to switch your party. Okay. Okay, well, for the sake of a demonstration, that was lost. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry. Had to run down and grab some, delivery. Let's check in on Club 420 really quick while I get a drink. Sorry, I was getting into chill mode, you know? You know how you shift your Crocs to sport mode? I was getting into chill mode. Wow, that was really stupid, and I can't believe I did that. Okay, whatever, it's 10,000 XP, it's not a big deal. It is unfortunate, but in terms of, like, lost growth, but it's not a big deal. I'm gonna do my daily doubles. In my opinion, listen, as someone who has been doing this... As someone who is really ahead of the curve, I'll be honest, there are only a few 50 pluses at this point. Not a few, there are a lot. People are wailing for the Persona game. Which we all knew was gonna happen, but... I will say that Kenpaku gems go... they dry up. They just dry up. I did a full double yesterday and I used them all. Really easily. So I've just resolved to doubling Kenpaku gems with this entire week worth of double rewards. Okay. Sheesh. Alright, I'm just chilling, kinda. We gotta do some city life stuff next. And that's spend time with Merope. I think my Jack Frost has Lucky Punch on it. Let's check. Let's make sure. Just in case. Because I may have customized it off, because I do actually use Jack Frost. I don't think he's very good. Yeah, I did. I don't know if this matters, but I just want to make sure. You don't actually have to have the persona equipped, from what I've heard. It just has to be... you just have to have it. Of course I did. You asked for a Jack Frost with Lucky Punch. It's really easy. Oh, don't go high speed. Just go auto. I do like Merope. I love what they're setting up with the idol stuff. Like, it, I don't even think it's that interesting. I just think it's cute and cool. I don't know. Maybe this is me being an idol fan as well. But, I don't know. I like it. Yeah, I think I confuse Archangel at this level of her social link. This is 5, right? Yeah. Sweet. Platinum ticket. That's crazy. I think I have that. Okay, first of all, I want to look at how to... Oh, I need to actually go collect the reward first. First, I want to look at how to fuse Archangel, because this is... I should have been able to do this a long time ago, so I'm wondering if maybe I can fuse it. Yeah, 50? Yeah, give me Archangel. Is this a 5-star? It is! Oh. What's your thief tactics? Bless damage to all foes. Dizzy on one foe. That's not very good. I don't think this is very good. Spray, nuclear reduction, pinpoint regenerate. Makoha, though. Hama? Hama is the insta-kill, right? Yeah. I don't think you're that good. Okay, well. Like, I still use Lianen. So, I'm definitely down to use a rank 2 persona. But I just don't think these guys are that good. But maybe I'm wrong, you know. Maybe I'm incorrect. He is unlocked through a social link, but he is also the first character unlocked, or the first persona unlocked through that social link, so who knows? Oops. Uh-huh. What are you telling me I can do? Oh, level. See, I'm intentionally not spending my leveling stuff. I'm gonna reset, I think. Wonder must be at least level 60, that's all I wanted. Wonder must be at least level 60. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Alright. So, I think I'm gonna raise Shun. Oh god, I need to get... Ugh. Okay, alright, let's go to the Thieves' Den. Let's get my Thieves' Den shop stuff. So, you may be wondering why I'm buying this when there's a poll. Purchase limited. You can only get one, ever. These are monthly limited. These will reset next month. So, I'm picking up the monthly limited stuff first, and then I'll get the gold ticket. And then there's some overflow stuff as well. Assist rewards I can't get anything of. Let's check the Campagna as well. Who the hell is Binkus 897 Cheez-It? Um, what's his name? I forgot the other guy's name, who's like Deku's foil. So I can't shitpost because I don't actually like that show very much. No hate if you don't. No hate if you like it. It's actually, in my opinion, My Hero is one of the better next gens. At least when it came out. I haven't looked at anything recent, but just still not my type of show. I think this push to make next gen stuff is really, really silly and stupid. I think it's a marketing gimmick, to be honest with you. It is. It's Hey Lily. Let's see. Q? Oh, plants are done. Cool. Who's I am? Interesting. I need to get some more plant seeds. Alright, work at flower shop. Perfect. I need some more money as well. Love her boots. What the fuck? These are fire. Alright, my daily stimulus is hit. So first thing I like to do with my money every day is go to... Okay, first I'm gonna go get the plants. I'm out of seeds, and I think I'm probably gonna have to just accept that. Ooh, Yui wants to hang out. Okay. I actually don't know if we're gonna hang out with Yui. Ooh, you may obtain seeds when harvesting plants. Damn, I should have waited to plant all the seeds I bought. I definitely am gonna pull her, so getting ahead of her social link now is just a good thing for me. I guess. I don't know. I do really want this frame, actually. I do really want this frame, now that I think about it. Yeah, I do really want that frame. Okay, hold on. There's something I wanted to do first, which is go gotcha capture capsules to Shibuya. So I like to do one capsule a day, mostly as a gambling thing. Hold on, I just noticed something was wrong on my other monitor. There we go. Mostly as a gambling thing, to be honest. I'm working on this set at the moment. I've got every set except for the super rares of the other ones. Oh, that's not true. There's a truck I'm missing as well. Is he new? He is new. Good. Perfect. That's just thieves, yeah. I might as well unhighlight them all, because it's gonna keep that yellow arrow up, and it's gonna keep bugging me. I could upgrade Shun's weapon, but I kind of don't want to. Because I'm gonna be getting Yui and Minami in a few days, so I want to save all the materials I have. And honestly, Shun is crazy. He does not need to have a weapon upgraded. It's just a weapon effect he needs. He needs better pieces at this point. Alright, let's think about what else to do. What to do next. Oh, I can't go clubbing. I could go to the batting cages. I could go shopping. Secondhand shop, supermarket. I don't have anything to cook. I want to visit the clinic. Let's see if there's anything at the clinic that I might really want to buy. Because I haven't spent any money here yet. So there might be, like, first-time purchase things that are really, really strong that I could get. Maybe? I was way too frivolous with my money early in the game. I assumed it was going to be a lot easier to get. I kind of assumed this was going to be the general currency, which is not the case at all. So they got me with that trap. That was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I need to stock up on these, but I don't have the money to do it at the moment. Okay. Just wanted to check. Let's see. Let's check in on the Campagno. So, Campagno teams, I guess. We can go over this. This Campagno is same left side, so it's Joker team. And then this Campagno boss actually does a lot of damage. This is where I would recommend putting your Miyu. This is also Fire Week, so you want the Fire team. This is the Fire team. And Key and Lufel. And then you use Hellbiker on Wonder. So it's pretty autocomplete. I mean, honestly, that's my problem with this game, is that it launched with 19 agents. So everything is pretty autocomplete. There's only really one option for everything. That's not entirely true, but it is mostly true. So that's kind of my gripe. Ooh, we lost a bunch of members, huh? That's alright, I kind of expected that. Oh, no, it's just some haven't logged in. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I was the last change in membership. It's just some haven't logged in. I kind of expected that this game was going to have a lot of people who logged in, pulled Joker, and then quit. No. What? I'm sorry, I'm still learning my way around the UI. I might have just said something really fucking stupid and elitist. I think it's actually how many people have participated in the boss so far. Maybe? Participation, because I'm looking at this. Participation 24 of 30, and then we have 30 of 30 members. Is there a way to check? Oh, there is a way to check participation. 18 people have participated, and of course I'm at the top. I mean, this isn't even fair, like, to be honest with you. I really should be in, like, one of the top guilds, but I actually kind of like this guild because they were the only ones that had auto join, and I really like welcoming communities. I also really like free to play communities because I feel like free to play players have to understand the game much better than whales do. And so, as a whale, there's value in listening to free to play players' opinions. There are also some things that are just different. Like some strategies become so bad compared to what you can do that they're not even worth raising, which is it's a difficult thing to navigate because information on whaling is not very readily available. And I'm not complaining right now. I know it kind of sounds like that. More saying that, for example, were I a free-to-play player, Shun would be my priority 100%. This character is the most broken in the game. But I have everyone. Shun is much more niche for me, specifically. Because I have Joker, Yao Ling, Tomoko, M6. A6, sorry, that's what we call it here. So, it's like, you have to listen to them, but you also have to understand that they are just playing a different game than you are, to a degree. We're all playing the same game, but what whales can get compared to what free-to-play players can get is just very different, right? Like, everybody knows that. And I try to be not a dickhead about whaling, because spending money doesn't make you good at the game. There's this really big misconception for whales that spending money makes you good at the game. It doesn't. But, I like spending money on the games I like, I guess, is how I would say it. Also, I'm not usually the one spending the money, but that's a whole other conversation. Uh, I'm trying to think of what to do now. I mean, like, I could coffee, right? I could coffee, I could hang out with Yui. How many coffees did I get? 2 and 1. So, at 55, I'm gonna get the package. I already have the crystals for this, so I'm not gonna actually spend any money on it. Any money I haven't already spent, I should say. But I'm going to get this, which gives me 16 coffee. So, ooh, 14 fragment of iris, too. I actually hadn't realized that. That's useful. These are useful. Oh, I do need roses. Okay. So this gives me everything I need. Perfect. And then, of course, you get the free pack as well. But that's another misconception about whaling I think people have, is, like, it's not like we don't also get the free-to-play rewards. A lot of people have this misconception. We get both. Which is why it's so much more resources. Let's hang out with Yui, I think. I'm actually not sure. We're going to put her on hold. Because I don't know why spend time at LeBlanc is... This is 20 meta, though. It is 20 meta. Working at the beef bowl shop is also an option. Oh, fortune teller. Thank you, Wonder. Actually, I need to go do that. You're right. I just need to go to Shinjuku. Using the capsule menu as a fast travel system. Oh my lord. I meant to say lord. I don't know why it came out like that. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand how this fortune telling works. I'm gonna ask in chat. What does fortune telling work? She never says... Does this clear the marker? Oh, it doesn't. That's gross. Ooh, recycle? Wait. Ooh. Wait a second. This is a new thing I'm discovering. Cooking mats? Money? Oh, nice. Nice. Really good to know. Actually, really good to know. Yo. I type too fast in this game sometimes. It's really funny to me. It's like 3 second limit on sending messages and I'm done. Because it's a 60 character limit, so we have to like spam messages. It really sucks. Ooh. Secret city event? Aww. I love the way they're characterizing Wonder. He's so different from Joker, and that's what I love about him, because I honestly don't. I mean, I love Joker, but I don't love Joker. You know what I mean? Like, there's some traits about Joker that I think are really fucking cool, and I think Joker's a great protagonist for his game, but I also think he's not my favorite type of protagonist. That's the pet shop? Why does the pet shop have a lady sign outside of it? Okay. I think I've gotten all the books. I also think I've read all the books that matter, so I can let it go. I'm just trying to, like, be very careful with what I do. Because I'm low on resources. Let's check the batting cages again. I want to check the batting cage shop. I'm not necessarily going to go do batting right now. So there's the bear, which is not for... Yeah, see, I want these. I want the recipes. You know what? Let's go batting again. Oops, that was way too early. I still don't entirely understand how this minigame works, but I think I get it for the most part. See, like, that one didn't crack, but I still got the home run. And then this one I don't really understand how to get. Yeah, see, that one was too low. Should have hit it higher. It also, where you hit the ball actually does affect the trajectory of the ball, to be clear. So I'm still trying to puzzle out exactly how that works. Okay. Because you get, I think you get like 25 per red hit and 50 per home run hit, I think is how it works. I think maybe it's like 100. No, because I think I got 3 there. Okay, either way, it definitely does affect how much money you get from it, like currency for the baseball shop. So I want to make sure that I get as much currency for the baseball shop as I can out of every run, obviously. That's how you maximize things. Where's that recipe? Because you have to, like, learn it before you can actually use it. Yeah. Okay, stewed chicken. So I need just one more chicken. Okay, let's go to the produce store down the street real quick. This is why I'm being very careful, because there's a lot of things to use money on. And I want to really make sure I maximize it because I wasted so much of it early on. Also, like, this is all the daily content there is, so I don't really have a whole lot to do. I might as well be very careful with what I do have to do, you know? Get me some charm. Gonna need that for Tomoyama's social link. So, I'm still kind of debating if I'm gonna hang out with Yui or not, but I guess if I want that frame, I really should, right? I kind of feel like working at the Beef Bowl shop is a better use of my time. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna go work at the Beef Bowl shop. Sorry, Yui. Oh, this place gives proficiency as well. Okay, yes, definitely should. Should be doing this place. So let's see. Thieves. This is the thing. Is it's like I prioritized Merope, but I don't know if I want to. Oh! Oh! I didn't know this worked like this. Oh! I had thought... Oh... Okay. No wonder I haven't been getting social link hangouts very often. I didn't have anyone prioritized. Can I set more than one? Wait, can I set more than one? Because I would also like to do Tomiyama's social link. Tomiyama's social link. Okay, no, I can't. Damn. Yui seems like she's set every night anyway, but just to, you know, add to it. Let's see. We have money. We have two more. Well, there's nothing I'm gonna need money for right now. There's nothing I'm gonna need money for at night I won't be able to do in the afternoon. So what's the job I haven't done yet? Oh no. Oh no. Fuck. Okay. Um. Oh, okay. The any kind of triangle answer is so funny. Oh my god, wait, that's the answer? Dude, geometry was never my subject. I am an algebra motherfucker. I am a calculus motherfucker. I do not do well with geometry. I do not understand geometry at all, man. Rare rewards. I'm just not interested in Anderson's storyline that much. I, I feel like a jackass saying that, but it's not like I don't like him. It's just that, like, you're asking me to use in action on hearing what he has to say instead of hanging out with Mota, huh? No. Nope. Waifu. I don't care. If it's really story important, it will be back tomorrow. If it's not just like a rare spawn in the event pool, you know what I'm saying? I thought she would find that joke funny. Okay, never mind. We're still feeling out the vibes, you know. Wait, would that be broken? Alright. Oh, good. We got 6 as well. Nice. I wish I could see, like, what's needed to rank up at the next rank without capping. You know what I mean? Oh, wait, did I get... Oh, no, that's what I get at 9. And then... That's pretty good. Yeah, I still haven't decided if we're romancing Motoha or not. I do kind of want this frame, is the thing. It's a cool frame. I haven't, like, looked at all the frames yet. I still think, though, I want the Yui one for my profile. It's just so gamer, you know? Oops, wrong thing. Like, fucking gamer, dude. Fucking gamer. Gamer. Alright. Last point. Oh, cool. I can go talk to Anderson now. Hold on, I just noticed I have a text. I kind of figured it was going to be from Motaha. It seems like they give you 5 meta after you rank up with them every time. Maybe it's every hangout. I don't know what purple is. But sure, we'll do some training. Oh, my goat. I love a cultured individual who likes salty fish. Me too, man. I've said this a lot, but because whenever you say you like sardines or anchovies or stuff, people are always like, "What the fuck?" It's definitely an acquired taste. My dad loves them. So we always had them around the house. So that's why I love them too, because I got used to the taste. I acquired it. But if you're like 27 or something, just having anchovies or sardines for the first time, it's like, oh, these are disgusting. Yeah, I get. Sorry, I had to refill my little mini AC. It's been hot here. Although the heat subsided today, I think. Yeah, it's only 70 at the moment. That was all that was? Okay. Good to know. It was meta, at least. So now is kind of where I have to make decisions. One of those decisions being, am I going to use the last of my coffee to get to 60? Or to 55, sorry. Um, Not sure. Not sure. I probably shouldn't, to be honest. So maybe I won't. Okay, so we have some money. What should I spend my money on? Have no recipes to cook. I do have workbench stuff to craft still, which gives proficiency, which is for Motaha Social Link. Um, those don't use money. Well, batting cages does. But I kind of, at this point, I think I should just keep working with Motaha until she's at 9, where I get the next level, because the next level will be probably more points, right? Per run, which will be more money efficient. That's usually how these things work. Um, so I feel like I should just keep going, which is probably workbench then. So let me pull open my notepad here really fast. I have a notepad of all of the... In fact, did I edit this? I don't think I did. I don't think I edited this since I made the Vengeance charm. Yeah, I did. So get rid of the orange paint, get rid of one blank talisman, and get rid of the... Oh, okay, I already bought the Mercury. Okay, so gold paint blank talisman. Yeah, gold paint blank talisman, which is secondhand shop, right? Yeah. So blank talisman and gold paint. See, one charm is so expensive. I have to be very careful. I can make 2 charms. I'm doing this for the proficiency. Yeah, I don't have the flower. Oh, actually, yes. Okay, hold on. Let me add this to my document. Um, I swear to God, I'm gonna try to get sound in background eventually. Jasmine seeds, camellia seeds, osmanthus seeds. Okay. Actually, can we... I don't know if this is gonna work, because they come from the seeds, right? But, yeah, no, it's not gonna work. Okay. Luckily, I know which flower shop that's gonna be. It's gonna be the second one, because they're the expensive stuff. The expensive higher level stuff. Lots of pesos. Camilla. Okay. Let's get some Osmanthus. Let's get some Camellia. Let's get one more of each. Okay, that's good. Oh, kindness level 9. Okay, good to know. Let's go back and plant them. Probably should have bought some front plants. Might be able to. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything else with what money I do have. Yeah, so if I just, like... I'm just going to buy 10 cabbage seeds, bro. Just stock back up on those front planter seeds. Okay. So that should be fine. Rat King, question mark? I don't know that, boss. I'm gonna make wintermelon tea. I'm gonna make some sweet kinako mochi. Almost said mochi. Fucking. DS2? Question mark? Alright, I'm already capped on Battle Pass for the week, so have to wait until Sunday now. Oh. Yeah, I haven't played that game. Okay, what would I do with it? Like, let's just say, theoretically, I do pop a couple of coffee mates to get to 55. What would I do with it? And why would I be popping them to get to 55? I actually think farming personas, diffuse personas, is not a bad idea. Yeah, true, actually. Getting some personas would not be a bad idea. Getting some cards would not be a bad idea. To what end, though? Like, I'd be going to 55, but for what reason? I'm not gonna unlock anything at 55. Yeah, I think I gotta slow down. I think I've hit the point where I'm good. I would really like to get some better cards. I would really like to get some better cards. No, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think I play it chill for now, build up some resources. I was never into it. I've never played Last of Us. It's not very good in my opinion. I've seen Last of Us, I've watched the entire game. Not a very good game. I don't really buy the hype. I don't get it. Um, so let's take a look at bag. So, 200k Kompaku. which is awesome. Card leveling is definitely, but we don't have that many good cards. Do I? Like, this card is good, so it got leveled. What is her major card, actually? Crit, ailment accuracy? Dude, why have we not enhanced this? Yeah, that's fucking sick. Oh, this is a blue card. I'm stupid. I should not have leveled that. Well. Oh well. Okay, well. Learned a lesson, that's for sure. Let's see. Shun Ascensions. Oh, that's not the end of the world, because that card is pretty good. And it rolled all crap. But still, it's, I don't know. Oh, her weapon needs upgraded. True, her weapon does need upgraded. I think we might just be able to pass today, honestly. Let's just keep doing the event, you know? I want to go back for that, I want to go back for that treasure. I forgot. How would I get in there? Like, clearly that's where it is, right? Hmm. Maybe it's in the final room? I did pick up the chest pretty fast. No, 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 no. Why was there a... Why was there an exclamation point thingy? That usually means that there's someplace you can jump from there. Well, I mean, like... I'm looking for a golden volleyball. It's not very hard to, like, find, you know? Which makes me feel like I must only not have the area. I must have not found my way into the proper area for it. But touching that chest is the end of the dungeon. And that door's locked. And there's nothing in here. I can't open chat during this either. Oh, bummer. Let's see here. I guess the only thing I haven't tried. Nope. Okay, like I have scanned every inch of this, and there's a room I can't get into somehow. Like, you know what I mean? There must be something I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is. There it is. You gotta give him that one. That was a really good hiding spot. They had me running back and forth. They had me running back and forth. That was a really good one. That was clever. You gotta give him that one. Thank you. Cool. Oops, not restart. God damn it. I can also probably just retreat as soon as I get 100%, maybe? Alright. Let's keep going. I can't use... Oh! I can replace the story character with my own version. That's cool. Yeah, I'll use my own team because they're higher level. That sounds good. Let's also change what our setup is here. Let's go biker, you, and then let's just whip out the Sarasvati, or however you say it. Sarasvati. What was that accent? It was like Irish, Scottish. So is the idea we're, like, chasing after Joker? I, like, have not been paying any attention to this event at all. What? I didn't... I'm just kind of now realizing that I don't have any idea what's going on in this event. It's also, like, 6 days since the last part opened, so... This just feels like a place they would hide something. You know what I mean? That box is definitely what they hid. Lol. Actually, maybe Lamia would have been better to bring, because there's no key here. Lamia probably would have been better to bring, actually, now that I think about it. What's Bareth week 2? Ice? Okay. Oh no, it's a pixie! Can you guys use your gun, please? Hello? They're pixies. I really don't understand why he hit 2 of them for 1,500 and 2 of them for 500. I can't help him with that right now. Hold on. Skipping the cutscene is probably a good indicator of why I don't have any What is going on? Oh, this scene. Can I leave? Thank you. So they said I got a key, which means there's probably a locked door somewhere. Ah, I think I know where it is actually. Yeah. Um,
我が輩がお前らを支えてやる。近くに宝箱があります。
I know a cheap way to give me extra chests, but okay. Whatever. Just realizing these are not counting towards the golden volleyballs. You can't leave, right? Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure this was the start. I want to make sure we don't miss any of those damn golden volleyballs. They're really hiding them now, so I have to be very careful. Also, yeah, that... the level shaming is cringe. I'm not gonna lie. Not all of us work from home, you know? And have tons of free time. Ball. Really expected there to be something there. Okay. I think there might be something there on the beam as well. Oh, that's cute. So this is a shadow from the first palace in Wonder's timeline, I guess is what we're calling it. You could name that up together. The auto battle AI in this is not very good. Sometimes it cooks. Most of the time it does not. It wants me to go that way, which means we're going to go every way but that way. 44 and my characters are 55. I tried to help, but they would rather argue, so. Why does that second box feel like a... Okay, maybe not. So that's all the elites and the balls. There's just one more chest. And this is the way we came. I guess that's just going to be the one over there. There was one on the other side, right? Yeah. Alright. We are done. I'm guessing this is the warning that this is going to be the end of the game. Oh, interesting. It's also just interesting how this scene has been changed. Like, those were not all women. I don't think that's a hot take. If anybody doesn't remember, these were not all women in the original Persona 5 story. In fact, that was kind of part of it, was that he was abusing all of the students, just the males in different ways than the females, necessarily. Which is, you know, I've kind of... I get what they're doing, making it more overt, but I don't like the erasure of the ideals of toxic masculinity that Kamoshida was putting on display, right? Being passed down to another generation, because that was part of it. That was part of the writing. So I don't like the way this is all being skewed to be all about the effect it has on females, even though it is mostly on... It's a weird thing to criticize, because it's like, but that is what the effect is, right? That is where his anger is directed. But him being in a position of authority also put pressure's not the right word, put ideas in the young boys he was training's heads, because he was captain of sports teams, of how to behave, and there was all the stuff about the harsh trainings and getting bruises all the time and not being given water, right? And these were things that were affecting both male and female students. So yes, Kamoshida had like twisted sex pervert desires. I don't think that's debatable. His palace proves that quite a lot. But for me, that wasn't the whole point, you know? Yeah, I don't know. This feels like men's rights advocacy. I don't know. In a bad way, I should say. There's nothing wrong with men's rights, but it's when men's rights are used as a vehicle to silence women's rights that it becomes a problem. And that's what it kind of feels like to me. Is like we're focusing on the wrong thing here. I don't know. Maybe it's also the... I felt like there was a missed opportunity at the end of Palace 1 to make it not all about misogyny. Like, yes, that was a core aspect of the Subway Slammer, but there was also this idea of, like... I don't know if I agree with myself on that take now that I think about it a little more, because it's like... The idea that it was a little girl specifically that beat him was the start of his Joker arc, right? No pun intended. But, like... because he had, like, you know, girls found him attractive, and... Subway Slammer's a great villain. I loved Subway Slammer. I think it was an excellent misogynist villain because it actually was like it was a pipeline that you could follow. You could completely follow how he became the person he became with the events of his life that he shared, which were not many. You know, we didn't need a whole lot of depth to that character to understand that villain's motivation and have it be a good villain. I don't know. This feels very meandering. I'm still kind of sitting on P5X story, kind of feeling out how I feel about it. I think it's I just feel like for Motoha there was this undercurrent of he was still making himself the victim in all of this, right? Like he was still like, I'm such a piece of shit, I'm awful, blah blah blah, and she yelled at him for it. And sorry, I don't mean to interrupt Junctur's big moment here, but like she didn't say anything about that at all. It was all about the misogyny, and we mentioned nothing about like how well. I mean, there were those bits about how she looked up to him, but it was more about eh, I don't know. There were parallels of like Motoha had given up her dream, right, and forced it onto Tomoko, which is how they got in that situation in the first place. And there were parallels there that I felt were going to be harped on more that were not. And like with what he was doing with like forcing his dream on uh everyone around him, and even closing up and shutting down there at the end and still being like, I need to. That's what it felt like to me, is that he was echoing what Motoha had done, and that's why it pissed Motoha off. I don't know. I'm still sorting out how I feel about it. I really enjoyed it, regardless. Um, oh, you're gonna make me use your garbage Phantom Thief? Okay, fine. Yeah, that was all very clumsy. I need to think better about how I worded that. It's just such an interesting. I don't know. I think if I'm being really honest about my feelings, I feel like they're leaning a little too hard into the misogyny angle on that one, and it should well, but it's like that's the issue with that critique is like misogyny is a very deep part of that part of the story, right? So to not I just felt like Moto's speech at the end about misogyny was a little too much. Everything up to that was fine. And maybe it's fine to just like really let him rub his face in it for that one scene, but it just felt like Motoha missed the point a little bit. That I don't know, it felt deeper than just being about misogyny, right? Like yes, misogyny was an integral part of the villain and his downfall, but like it was also, being pushed around and shoved aside at work, which had nothing to do with women. His boss treated him like shit. So it's like, sorry, I'm trying to like develop arguments here because I'm just babbling about this. Uh, I don't know. It feels like it didn't fully encapsulate all of the problems of the character. It focused on one angle of it, which was the overarching angle. This is why I wish Lufel had said something during that part, because I feel like Lufel would have been the character to point this part out, right? But he just said nothing. He just encouraged Arai, which is fine. Like you don't want to have him stealing Arai's spotlight. I get that. It's That's the thing that's so frustrating about critiquing this is like I totally understand why they went the direction they did. And I think it was a good direction to go. I just think some parts of it could have been a little bit better done, which is the most like tepid critique to offer, but it's because it's not really a big critique. I still really enjoyed it and thought it was really good. So, I don't know. And Palace 2 is setting up to just be peak. Just peak. Just pure peak. Like I cannot explain how deeply I love Palace 2 and where we're going with it right now. And it's so... I guess I did the end of it off stream, didn't I? When he said thank you to Shun, which, let me just say, that's going to be like a ding CinemaSins, this is stupid kind of thing, which it is. But we're establishing that because we have to establish that Shun won here, and the villain is now distorting the events to make it seem like, right, like it's I need to come up with like a trope name for this. There might be one already, but like it's getting to where we need to go, so we kind of have to glaze over a couple of really silly things, right? It is how I would frame what I'm kind of trying to illustrate. Which especially live service games have to do a lot, which I don't like. I also call it setting up the pieces mode story, where it's like we're just putting together the things that are going to come in later on down the line, right? Nothing actually happened. Um, Haha, get out of here. All right, team, let's go. Oops. Actually, I probably should start on Genos because he's got a bunch of auto skills. Genosvik? I need to learn how to say the main character's protagonist name. See, this is cool. I like this idea that the two palaces that are similar are now crossing over. I actually think this is really cool. Because clearly that's what they're trying to do, right? It's echoing, oh god, this part. It's echoing that part of Persona 5. And I think, and that's going to be another, like, sorry, I don't have a better way to phrase it, but like ding CinemaSins, this is stupid. It's going to work for you, or it's going to not work for you. And that's something I think every fan base in general needs to understand, is that enjoying fiction is subjective, not objective, and some people enjoy things you don't enjoy, and that's fine. Me personally, I really like what they've been doing with P5X story, actually. I genuinely did not expect it. I had extremely low expectations about another Persona 5 cash-in. But I have been really enjoying my time with Persona 5, the Phantom X so far. Which is, again, like I said, I really didn't expect to enjoy this. I expected this to be like, oh, it's the Persona 5 cash-in. Which it is. I'm not going to deny that it's not, but it's actually good, too. It's actually fun, too. I did not expect them to just drop another Persona game. Another Persona Palace, because there's only one Palace that's fully finishable right now. But the story so far has been leagues above what I would say the average gacha story is. This is also my favorite aspect of P5X chat, is the guy who has to let you know he's not enjoying himself. This is just the type of guy that exists in gaming in general, but, hot take, if you're not enjoying yourself, stop playing. Anyway. Like, but, yeah, it's been very frequent that people have to come into P5X chat and be like, yeah, this game sucks. It's actually really bad and mid, and I'm cooler than every one of you because you're enjoying it and I'm not. You know that type of guy, right? Like, this type of guy is not new. Persona fans, every Persona fan is this type of guy. P3 fans will be this type of guy about P4. P4 fans will be this type of guy about P5. P3 fans will be this type of guy about P5. It's yeah, I don't know. I think P5 was very good. Well, okay, very might be an overstatement. P5 was good. I think if you can't enjoy P5, you're not letting yourself enjoy P5. Hello? What the fuck? Oh, I feel dumb. So now we... I thought that second one was going to hit it. Now, P5X, just to preface it after, because I'm realizing how that take kind of sounded, uh, I can totally understand not liking P5X if you're a Persona player. I am also a fan of gachas, which is why Persona 5 The Phantom X hits really hard. Because I like both Persona series and have since P3, and I like gacha games in general as a genre. Right? So, I can definitely get how this might not be for everyone specifically. I meant that more as like P5 in general. I don't understand P3 and P4 fans who don't like P5. I don't. I don't get it. I think it's the classic I'm cooler than you because I don't like this thing that you like thing, and it's cringe. Especially some of the stuff that happens later in P5. Like, the beginning to P5 I can kind of understand. But, like, and I'm not even talking about Joker's Palace, okay? Futaba's Palace, peak. Non-stop peak. Unfiltered peak. The entire thing, peak. Pure peak. Madarame's Palace, peak. 100% peak. 1,000% peak. Like, literally the peak of peaks. Madarame's Palace is probably in my top 3. Like, fiction moments of all time. And I say Joker's Palace is in top 5. So, you know, P5's got some good parts. Is the ending a little cheesy? Yes. I will admit the ending of P5 totally lost me. And I do not think it's very good. But there are a lot of parts along the way that were very fun. And very, very good. Also, is Mona the worst side character to ever exist? Yes, but, you know. Someone's gotta be. Teddy held the crown before you. My favorite part is making Mona fans defend Mona, because he literally does nothing of value. They'll be like, oh, he turns into a car. Great, cool. Glad we had this conversation. He's such a jackass. He leaves the party because they won't listen to him. And when he finds out they don't need him, he comes back. Because he needs the attention. It is like, Mona's a cat. I will admit, he's a very well-written character. But he's a fucking asshole who doesn't do anything. Like, ditches the party to go hang out with Haru. And the party's like, alright, that's cool. I guess we'll, like, keep saving the world. And he's like, wait, what? 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 I'm not the chosen one? Huh? Okay. I guess I'll come back then. Guarding the trophy is cute. I think it would have been better as gold, though. I don't think bronze fits his aesthetic very well. Maybe it does. Maybe it does, actually, because the more I think about it, the more it's like... His thing is always not being the best, right? Like, he's really good, but he's not the best. So, like, maybe bronze is actually pretty symbolic of that. Gotta wait another 4 fucking days. Where is that sticker? I think it was like here, right? Oh, it's like here? Okay. Am I still not? Okay, so I just got some exchanges. Is it? I think it's over here. It's in the events tab, right? The event shop. Yeah. Okay, definitely give me the flowers. Definitely give me the weapon pulls. Definitely give me both of these. Actually, give me these. We'll get the weapon upgrade parts later. Yeah, I'm not leveling Spirit Lullaby. You don't need to be using that ever. Key. Can I level Key's debuffs? That increases the max HP scaling. That also increases the max HP scaling. I would really like to get Key a set. I would really like to get Key a set, or at least some nicer pieces. Let's do this. Let's do this one. I want to get them all 6 eventually. I'm kind of like in love with Key. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, was it spend the coins? That's why I hadn't rocked it yet. Okay, cool. Cool. Phantom missions do work like they do in or seasonal missions do work like they do in everything else, where they don't count for your weekly cap. That's great to know. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's why I keep hearing a thump against my door. My dog is sitting at my door. I mean, hold on. Let me let him in. My dog is craving human interaction, so he wants to come hang out with me. Normally he likes to sit downstairs and stare out the window, but I think he's lonely. Lay down, Rooms. Oh, yeah, who's a good boy? Yeah, who you go? Who you go? Yeah. I should get your toy or something for up here. Oh, I also should have got you greenies when I ordered groceries. I didn't think about that. I didn't realize we were out until yesterday when I went to give him one. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's July 3rd, but he's still freaking out because people are setting off fireworks. That makes sense. Lay down, bud. I think he's done. He really wants attention. Okay. Uh, he's right next to me, so I'll just pet him. Let's see, what are we doing? I think I'm mostly good. I'm trying to think of what else I could do. I'm like out of money, right? Yeah. Kompaku. I've done my Wandering Shadow EXP and I wasted it. Oh, right. I need to upgrade Anne's weapon. He is very happy right now. So I don't have any. Okay. I still think the fire knife is generally better, but I definitely think this knife has potential. It turns every skill you use on an ally into a heal. So I definitely think it has potential to be very useful. Like, especially if you're using a buff-heavy build on Wonder, I definitely think it has potential. So this is Cord. I think I went over this the last time I streamed P5X, maybe? Or maybe I was just telling someone in DMs. This is a future girl. Her name is Cord. She's not going to be out for a long time. But I will be pulling for her. I love her already. Um... I don't want to be out of things to do, but I am. Um... Did I even raise anything? No, not really. I just did E stuff. Um... Oh, I got so close to this one. I think this was probably during that event that I just did with my full party that where it expected me to be level 40. I really want to get this one because this badge is really cool. Lay down. Lay down, bud. No. I mean, okay. Let's really think about it. If I coffee to 55, versus just waiting until tomorrow. I'm not gonna get anything out of it. I should just wait. Because I'm gonna have this same amount of. I'm actually gonna have less content to do tomorrow because I have the event. So, I should actually just chill. Right. All right. Let's go play. Let's go do P3R. So, P3R is on Steam Summer Sale at the moment. Let's just move to. Hold on. Let me copy. Also, I think I'm supposed to be using right VTuber during P5X, and I just forgot. Um, yeah, this one's wrong. Sorry, I have to set up this. I also have to, no, don't set up Special K. God damn. Skiff launch P3R for me, please. Why did PNG Tuber Maker just relaunch? Okay, whatever. Um, honestly, honestly, why am I not just using the gotcha scene for this as well? Okay, so I need to test something. It did pause when inactive. I don't think it launched properly. Hold on. Oh, that's frustrating. No, I don't want it to be on fucking PNG Tuber Maker. Fucking, hold on. Disable Special K. Sorry, I haven't done this on stream yet, so I did not realize it would do this, but though it does make sense. So Special K is the program I mentioned earlier that allows me to keep it running when the window is inactive, as you can see up here. So I think I've already set it up because I was playing this yesterday. Yeah, treat foreground as active. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was opening on my PNG Tuber Maker instead of And now if I click out, it stays active. And we maintain sound when inactive. There just isn't any sound. Yeah, now there we go. I wish I could use this on P5X, but it gets picked up by anti-cheat, so I cannot. I tweet that on main? I thought I tweeted that on... Whoops. Oh well. Nah, I'm not feeling like it. I'm just gonna go chill.